Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. An active shooter in a school. It is the headline that can clench at your heart. It happens more than you think. 2 times a year on average in schools from K to 12. Leaving the question, would you know what to do? In 2 North Jersey counties, they've been holding drills to teach teachers, students, and administrators exactly how to act when they hear those 2 words, active shooter. Sherry Carabin reports.
Thank you, Larry. No 2 active shooter incidents are exactly alike, making it impossible to know precisely how an incident will unfold. With that in mind, organizers of today's drills didn't share the details with participants in advance in an effort to keep things as real as possible. Students flee from North Bergen's Robert Fulton School as gunshots ring out, a scenario that's becoming all too familiar today. In this case, it's actually part of an active shooter drill designed to better prepare law enforcement and first responders in the event a real-life tragedy occurs.
In today's trying times, there are only 2 choices. Ignore what's going on and hope something bad doesn't happen, or prepare.
The hours-long drill on June 23rd went above and beyond to fulfill that goal, with the North Bergen Board of Education and Police joining hands with other area police departments, Hudson County and state officials, Homeland Security, the Army, and others to dramatize several active shooter scenarios in different areas of the building.
We picked a school, which is a large elementary school. It's 3 stories and a basement, and many different ways to get into the building, doors all around it.
About 200 people participated in the exercises, including law enforcement, North Bergen students, and educators.
No one knew the scenario until about 5 minutes before it unfolded. The deputy chief and I approved it just before it began. I didn't allow anyone to know the scenario because I didn't want it leaking out to any of my people. I don't want people coming in with information. We're not going to have, God forbid, there's a critical incident, they're not going to have that information ahead of time.
To keep this drill from leading to any real-life tragedies, non-lethal guns and bullets were used. But there was live fire, requiring officers to wear protection and precautions to be taken with students and teachers.
They were not in the line of fire. They were already wounded in hallways and areas that were segregated from where the shooting was happening. So they would be in one section, wounded as the officers approached. There would be shell casings on the ground and simulated moulage blood and the person wounded. As the officer rounded the corner, they would engage a bad guy on the next corner.
This student participant, who suffered a simulated wound to her leg, says the fear was real, providing insight about how she might actually react in this situation.
I was terrified, but I wanted to make sure my friends were okay, so I checked on them and I tried to push them against the wall and see if they were okay first before I looked at my wound.
Would you say that having gone through this experience that you're more prepared if this really happened?
Definitely. I know that this actually can happen now, and that it's a real situation, and it's not just something that you can see on TV or.
Educators say they, too, expect to learn some valuable lessons.
We're going to look at the video of what went on and all of the different aspects. And what we want to do is we want to see where we need to improve, what worked well, and then make a plan coming from that.
Knowledge that could translate into lives saved should an actual crisis erupt in a North Bergen school. This is Sherry Carabin reporting for Jersey Matters.
All right, thank you, Sherry. When we come back, the Red Cross says they have a blood shortage. It's a crisis situation. When we come back, we'll tell you what you can do to help.